In a tale of calculated revenge and bitter comeuppance, we delve into the world of Replica, ex-wife's revenge. Our protagonist, Sumaira, chooses the most direct path to vengeance against the woman who bullied her, Karen. She reveals her true identity and declares war face to face. Before this dramatic confrontation, Karen had opportunities to uncover Lini's true identity. Litsuki Ori, for instance, had informed Karen that Lini was the mastermind behind their downfall. However, Karen dismissed these warnings, unable to believe that her obedient little assistant, who ran errands for her, could possess such cunning and capability. She even warned Litsuki not to sow discord, fearing he might scare away her useful and compliant best friend. Despite Karen's dismissal, Litsuki's suspicions about Lini lingered. Wolski's secretary provided a crucial clue, discovering that Karen's marriage to Kippei was stolen. Karen's conflict with Kippei's ex-wife was notoriously ugly, after which the ex-wife disappeared. Coincidentally, Kippei's ex-wife shared a surname with Lini, and both their information was difficult to trace. The secretary boldly speculated that Kippei's ex-wife and Lini were one and the same. Reflecting on the details, Litsuki found this highly plausible and decided to investigate personally. Meanwhile, Karen, to escape media scrutiny, moved into an apartment. To maintain her glamorous lifestyle, she bought expensive furniture on credit. Lini feigned advice, cautioning her against reckless spending, but Karen, confident she would quickly recoup the money, dismissed her. Karen then demanded Lini find her a high-paying part-time job. Lini, in a calculated move, offered her a strenuous, low-paying job distributing flyers, which also involved enduring people's disdain. Accustomed to luxury, Karen quickly gave up, abandoning Lini to seek more lucrative opportunities. This was precisely Lini's trap. She had anticipated that Karen, unable to endure hardship, would inevitably seek jobs offering quick money such as companion services. True to Lini's prediction, Karen remembered her past experience as a rental girlfriend and contacted the agency requesting high-quality clients. However, the agency rejected her, citing her negative publicity as a threat to their image. With no other options, Karen searched online for friendship part-time jobs, only to find they were all sugar daddy arrangements hinting at adult transactions. Disregarding the risks, Karen nervously selected a high-quality client. She met a man in his 60s who immediately proposed twice-monthly adult dates for 100,000 yen each. Karen hesitated, saying she needed time to decide. On her way home, she grumbled about the old man's low offer. Reality soon delivered a harsh blow. Kippei's parents sent Karen legal documents, suing her for 2 million yen. And demanding she vacate Kippei's apartment immediately. Karen frantically asked Lini for solutions. Lini, playing her part, suggested that hiring a lawyer was the only option. Cornered, Karen reluctantly accepted the old man's offer. Afterward, she initially felt indignant, but her attitude made a complete 180-degree turn when the old man gave her a 10,000 yen tip. Lini observed everything. Karen had completely compromised herself, selling her body for money, and Lini's revenge plan was entering its final stage. However, a new variable emerged from Litsuki. He obtained Lini's before and after plastic surgery photos, and professional comparison confirmed they were the same person. This meant Lini was indeed Kippei's ex-wife. Litsuki used this evidence to threaten Lini, demanding she agree to 3 things, or he would immediately expose her secret to Karen. First, Lini had to issue a public apology in a weekly magazine. Second, she had to pay him 10,000 yen. The third demand was the most important. To protect her revenge plan, Lini feigned agreement but asked for 3 weeks to raise the money. Litsuki saw through her delay tactics and threatened again, giving her only 1 week. He warned that if she didn't comply, he would not only tell Karen but also severely punish his ex-wife, Sakurako, whom Lini had saved. Lini, unwilling to see Sakurako suffer again, temporarily agreed to Litsuki's demands, much to his satisfaction. Litsuki, however, harbored an even more malicious plan. He intended to film a video with Lini and post it online to ruin her reputation. When his secretary asked how he got Lini to agree, he proudly stated he used his ex-wife as leverage. This was the breaking point for the secretary, who had long been displeased with Litsuki's continuous harm to his ex-wife. To protect Sakurako, the secretary secretly informed her of Litsuki's threats. Instead of contacting Lini directly, Sakurako found Lini's helper, Mirai, and revealed Litsuki's entire scheme and secrets. She hoped Mirai could help Lini retaliate, Mirai immediately arranged a meeting with Lutsuki at his bar. He directly stated that he knew about Lutsuki's threats against Rinne and expressed his desire to join Lutsuki in seeking revenge on Rinne. When Lutsuki questioned how he knew and why he was getting involved, Mirai explained that he was a former gigolo whom Rinne, as his top client, had controlled by cutting off his client base. He claimed he had long wanted to teach Rinne a lesson, and that Rinne trusted him completely, confiding everything, including Lutsuki's threats. Mirai promised success if they joined forces. Seeing Lutsuki's hesitation, Mirai, to prove his sincerity, recounted the 3 conditions Lutsuki had imposed on Rinne. Once Lutsuki let his guard down, Mirai pressed him for the true purpose of the 3rd condition.
恥ずかしい姿を録画してネットでばらまくんだよ。最低だよ。は?
Then, Mirai dropped the act. He revealed he had recorded their entire conversation. He threatened to hand the recording to the police if Lutsuki didn't back off. Lutsuki scoffed, believing the recording wouldn't be admissible as evidence. Mirai countered by asking what if he sent it to Lutsuki's future company. Sakurako had previously told Mirai that Lutsuki was about to become a senior executive at a world top 500 IT company in the US. Mirai reasoned that if such a company received a recording potentially involving criminal activity, they would consider future risks and fire Lutsuki. To save his career, Lutsuki had no choice but to agree to withdraw. Unaware of these developments, Rinne was still pondering how to deal with Lutsuki. The next moment, Mirai called her out and recounted the night's events, apologizing for acting without her permission and explaining he couldn't stand by while she was in danger.
俺すみれちゃんが好き。
Faced with his concern, Rinne turned and walked away. She was prepared to go to hell with Karen, affirming that you're on the path of revenge. There was no turning back. The next day, Rinne found Karen, ready to bring her revenge to a close. Karen, still boastful, gloated about her new high-paying client. Rinne then asked about Kippei's condition. With that, Rinne pulled a gift from her bag and presented it to Karen. As Karen opened it, the truth dawned.
すみれちゃん、吉平さんとできてたってこと？
Karen expressed her shock, believing Rinne was her only best friend, and now Rinne had stolen her husband and brazenly told her to get lost.
は？
正直今さら吉平さんなんてどうでもいい。そもそも最初に寝取ったのはあんたよ、かりん。
Stunned and confused, Karen saw Rinne as a completely changed person.
私の本当の名前はね、藤村葵。
葵ちゃんそんなわけないじゃん。あのブスがすみれちゃん？
Rinne coldly confirmed that she had indeed changed. She confessed to undergoing plastic surgery specifically to return and seek revenge on Karen ***. She revealed that her revenge plan had proceeded so smoothly largely thanks to Karen. Karen's every choice, her infidelity, greed, aversion to work, and even her willingness to sell her body had propelled her deeper into the abyss, making Rinne's revenge unusually smooth.
かりん、クズでいてくれて本当にありがとう。
Gazing into Rinne's piercing eyes, Karen finally believed that the woman before her was the ugly girl she had once tormented. Rinne delivered the final blow. She had written a book detailing everything. From Karen's bullying in their student days, to Karen's self-degradation and becoming Lutsuki's mistress, to Rinne's transformation as a victim of bullying, undergoing plastic surgery, changing her name, and approaching Karen for revenge, every single detail was now public. Because the story was so sensational and scandalous, publishing houses were heavily promoting it. The ebook would be released online tonight, and physical copies would be in stores bright and early tomorrow. Karen, as the real-life villain, would not just be trending, she would be thoroughly branded as a seat-e villain of the century, scorned and even harmed wherever she goes.
あなたはもうおしまいってこと。
Will Karen finally concede defeat? The stage is set for her ultimate ruin, a meticulously orchestrated revenge now complete.